Hello everyone, I am Sung Young Yun Steve of Global TV. I stand here today with a heavy heart and a profound sense of mission. The global economic order that we built with our sweat and blood is now collapsing under the relentless wave of protectionism. If we continue down this path, not only is the future of the Korean economy threatened, but global prosperity itself is at risk. Traditional solutions are simply not enough. It is time for the Republic of Korea to present the blueprint for solving this great challenge facing humanity. The tariff wars, starting with America first, are not mere trade friction. They are the political manifestation of the anger and inequality created by globalization. In the age of the global value chain GVC, trade protectionism is an economic paradox, destroying the very efficiency that sustains our companies. Conventional free trade theory cannot quell this widespread anger. Moreover, unilateral official development assistance (ODA) has failed to foster genuine self-reliance in developing nations. We must admit the failure of shareholder-centric capitalism that only worshipped economic efficiency. We desperately need a new ethical and strategic foundation. The first key to the solution is to redefine reciprocity. It is not an eye for an eye, but an active contribution to mutual prosperity. Developed nations open markets and share technology. Developing nations integrate into the GVC, building self-reliance. This is now an economic obligation for county existence. What makes this mutualism possible? The ethical transformation of business is the stewardship that views business activities not just for profit, but as a mission to restore creation and serve the community. This moves us from CSR corporate social responsibility to true creating shared value CSV. South Korea is the only nation in modern history to transform from an aid recipient to a donor. We uniquely understand the urgency of the developing world and the expertise of the developed world. This global experience is our most important contribution for our mandate to humanity. I propose the concrete tool to realize this philosophy: the Reciprocal GVC Integration Fund (RCIF). This platform overcomes the limits of traditional official development assistance and maximizes the power of private enterprises. The RCIF rests on three principles. First, private sector leadership investment, driven by corporate capital and technology. Second, GVC-linked projects creating two-way benefits, technology transfer for the recipient, stable supply chain for the donor. Third, performance-based funding to ensure transparency and accountability. The RCIF is not merely an extended aid program. It is the declaration of Korea's will to dismantle the walls of trade protectionism with a chain of mutual prosperity. Case 1: African agriculture, self-reliance and income. Imagine the RCIF applied to African agriculture. A Korean firm secures high-value raw materials, while African farmers are trained as specialized technicians in smart farming. The Korean firm invests a portion of profits back into local infrastructure. This creates a virtuous cycle of genuine self-reliance, transcending mere poverty relief. Case 2: Southeast Asian manufacturing, bridging the technology gap. A Korean tech company enters Southeast Asian. They don't just build a factory. They establish a local R&D center and technical school. They fly staff to Korea for advanced training. Southeast Asian's industry is upgraded to produce sophisticated intermediate goods, and the Korean firm secures a highly skilled and stable supply chain. The best defense against trade instability. Case 3: Human capital GVC, the inbound official development assistance model. This is the most critical solution. The sharing of human capital. My proposed inbound official development assistance education model must be the core of the RCIF. We train talented individuals from developing nations who are residing here, teaching them Korea's cutting-edge technology and management philosophy. They return home not as mere workers, but as localized partners and entrepreneurs for Korean businesses. The practical meaning of global business. This model creates a human capital value chain, linking Korea's expertise with the world. These individuals become the crucial, global bridges. By building cultural trust and human ties, We fundamentally weaken the nationalistic sentiments that trade protectionism. This is the most human and effective long-term solution. We must recognize that trade protectionism is the product of human suffering under imbalanced globalization. The RCIF is the only systemic alternative that addresses this suffering, bringing stability back to the global economy. The path is difficult. We must manage corporate greed and overcome political instability in host nations. But through transparent governance and the selection of ethical local partners, we can turn these challenges into opportunities. What we need now is the courage and sincerity to begin. By leading this framework, the Republic of Korea can stand as the most respected economic power in the world. Our experience and technology are not just for ourselves. They are a steward's inheritance, to be used for the greater mission of human prosperity. As a management scholar and a researcher of global business, I am absolutely convinced that this strategy holds the key to changing the world's economic future. I sincerely appeal to all of you, to our government, our corporations, and our people to join this vision of mutual prosperity and usher in an era of cooperation, not division. I hope that new strategy for mutual prosperity I presented today has instilled in our society a new vision and sense of mission. This is the most beautiful economic path for Korea to contribute to the world. If you don't want to miss out on this global vision and deep business management insight, please remember to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. I will return next time with more valuable and meaningful content. Thank you. This has been Song Yung Yun of Global TV.